Hmm.
Oh, right. I know why, because it's muted. Good job, Hedwig.
Oh, and there we go.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Oh, they're actually really nicely synced for this team. I like
yeah.
that.
So for everybody who's just coming in, this is all bosses. They're gonna run through and get all the bosses, and they're also going to collect 57 pages. I think it is. Um, and that's so that they can get to every world, and they have to collect one pagey in the last world. And both of them get the lag jump first try, and they're going for that butterfly booster. Um, assuming that they're still doing the crazy strat that we used to do, but I think Aljex is probably not gonna do that because he's been talking about alternate route. We'll see.
I'm actually gonna mute myself now, so have fun with the run, guys, and I'll be in chat.
All right. Now they're approaching the statue pagey. All of the runs pretty much start out the same. I think any percent is the only one that's sort of different, but they still get statue pagey. Oh, what? Oh, what happened to Tipdaddy's time? He reset the timer on X. Oh, any percent does not get. I'm being told by Nimpulk in chat. Any percent does not get statue pagey anymore. Uh-oh. Oh, I guess we're just gonna not have time for Tip Daddy. Oh no. He got stuck on that button. Get back into running this game. So for those of you who don't know, I, Chipset, am currently the world record holder in all bosses. That's the run that they are doing right now. And at least to my knowledge, they didn't get my record in the last like 2 weeks that I last talked to them. Right. 20 days ago. Oh. Ooh. Really? Let me go see, because I haven't talked to them in a while. What's his time? $113. I think Aljex and Tipdaddy were getting close to beating that a while back. Not too sure. 40 milliseconds. Jeez, that is a close one. Eat an oat. Okay, so those are silly runs though. Now Tipdaddy is entering Glitter Glaze. He's a bit ahead. It looks like Tipdaddy probably got a sub 6 entering. I think he was only a few seconds ahead when he started, so or maybe not sub 5. But I have RTA world record. Real time. Oh, but that's just because SSD, right? Oh no, Tipdaddy. That's the worst luck when those googly eyes take control of that block. You need that to quickly jump onto that ramp. Oh, the same thing happened to Aljex. Oh, and oh no. All right, it's saved. Hedwig also has lag removed from his time. Oh, that's right. I always forget about that, the lag. But to be honest, I'm not sure the lag would make a huge difference. Maybe a few seconds at most. Oh no, that's the worst. If you unroll at the wrong time over water, you will just fall straight down. It looks like Tipdaddy's having a pretty close to flawless glitter glaze. There is a lot of lag strats in all bosses, but my point really is that it depends on the speed of your hard drive, I believe, on how long the lag takes, something like that. And Tipdaddy gets the breezy bridge. I don't know what they're calling that now. But heading over tribal stack. Let's see if Aljex can get it. Yep. So, um, I guess Tipdaddy is doing the older route, unless they're both gonna. Oh, yep, nope. So I thought they were going to do the new route, where they weren't going to do Nimble, uh, in the first tribal. But I don't know. I haven't been keeping up with them, so I don't know what's the best route right now. But Nimble was always like, we always felt that it was necessary to do in the beginning just because you get so many quill from it. But they had recently started doing the Nimble skip, which they would just, instead of getting this pagey, they would just get the pagey on top of the temple. The planker pagey. So we can see Aljex is still behind, but he seems to be catching up to Tipdaddy. I don't know, it might just be me, but... Oh. Do I want help with the commentary? If you want to jump in, that's up to you. So now they're talking to Trouser. Well, Tipdaddy is. He's gonna learn 2 moves here. He's gonna get Slurp Shot and Buddy Slam. So Buddy Slam is needed for the inept puzzle that's right down here, or the slam puzzle. And Slurp Shot is needed for a ton of different things, including capital B. But most notably, it's the torch puzzle right outside of Tribal Set. Yes, the music is amazing in this game. And there's Aljex trailing Tipdaddy. It's unfortunate that we don't know Tipdaddy's time.
I think it was only like a few seconds off.
Yeah, I think they were maybe within 5 seconds of each other.
Sorry, I'm trying to open up the individual versions of the stream because I was watching it on the base stream, and obviously that's not good. It's good for content.
I threw a link in the voice chat text.
Oh, which voice chat? Okay, cool.
Yeah, the voice chat text channel.
My computer's being really slow, and I don't know why.
So for those who might be wondering, every time they do these weird jumps in that specific area where they were, where the torch pagey is, they're skipping cutscenes. I don't know if that was discussed earlier, but in the very beginning when they do early waterworks skip, they skip these cutscenes, and in order to make sure that they keep those cutscenes from playing, they have to do these jumps over the triggers. See? Oh yeah, that's good. Tipdaddy got Crazy Kirk Hope. First try. Let's hope Aljex gets it too, because if you miss Crazy Kirk Hope, it is a nightmare.
Sorry, it's still taking.
Oh no, Aljex missed.
Everything's like.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, that's
He's
not
gonna
good.
put him back like a couple minutes.
Yeah, missing Kirkhope is the setup.
Okay,
Once he knows the setup.
he got it. He's okay. He's saved. He can still catch up. Looks like Tipdaddy is struggling with that cane clip out in the hub too.
Oh yeah. It's still freaking weird. Hold on.
What'd you miss? I can't even say that. Generalissimo grunt.
I
You
mean,
missed
we
the
don't
beginning
know
of
how
all
long
bosses.
you've been gone.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's so
when
quick.
did you leave? Oh, Tipdaddy finally got it. And Aljex gets it first try. Now they're neck and neck. Oh my god. This is gonna be a very good race. After this
Yeah.
trick, because this is like the trick. Okay. They both got it. Now that gate skip is very... It's a pretty difficult trick. It's pretty long. And if you mess up, it just... You lose a lot of time. So they both got it first try. Now they're both heading... They're both heading to Novel Hovel.
Yeah. So one thing I find interesting is this is like probably gonna be the only run aside from maybe Bingo that'll have Galleon Galaxy in it.
Oh yeah. Oh, 100%.
What?
100%.
Marathon, unfortunately. I'm talking about like stuff in the marathon.
Oh. I mean,
So-
I thought 100% was the last run.
No, that's Impossible Lair 100%.
Oh, Impossible Lair 100%. Okay.
Yeah. So like getting all the coins and stuff.
So Aljex has leaped ahead of Tipdaddy. But Tipdaddy made his way down faster. And he didn't get it. He didn't get the...
I thought he was gonna save and quit for a second there. Because like sometimes you misput the inputs.
Yeah. So Aljex is heading into Casino, and Tipdaddy is still struggling on the camo skip.
Didn't you guys used to get camo in the round, or am I wrong about that? Like before camo skip, or
yeah, before lag strats, we would get camo cloak, but it was a completely different route. We went a completely different way. We would do quiz
if we're
2.
gonna end up routing camo skip into 100 pages or not, because it's been so long, but we need people that are good at routing, because like routing, but I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see.
Alright, plants have been very nice today. I can't remember how it was in Pines Run, but
So
I know
these casino slot levers, they're normally supposed to be pulled with a trick called Lizard Lash. I'm sure
Yeah.
most of you know.
but because you can, it's just based thing of it.
Yeah, they can just move it with Yuka's body. And here come the helicopter strats that Tipdaddy... Was it Tipdaddy? Who pioneered the helicopter strats? I don't think I did. Or maybe it was my idea. I don't remember. And now Cardo slot. So this was a trick that I sort of figured out. You line up the banana with capital B, and then you can immediately collect the coils. And now for Cardos. So this Cardos actually has some strats to it, but I'm not sure if Aljex has practiced them. So we can see another point where Tipdaddy can catch up. Oh. Ooh. It looks like Aljex has been practicing. Some of these hits you just have to take. There's more than enough crystals to grab for this. It's just the further along you get, the harder it is to collect all these crystals or diamonds or whatever they are. And you need 150 for this particular one. There we go. Now for my least favorite boss in the run. I have lost many runs to Inept. And it's not that his patterns are difficult. It's just that it's such a slow fight. If you mess up and you die, then it's a run ender. But I do have to say that I think Inept has the best boss music in the game. Now, I don't know how much they've practiced this fight, but there is a strategy to doing Inept a little bit faster in this phase at least. Once you see his red light flash twice, I think you can fire immediately, and it'll make it go a little bit faster. He won't move nearly as close to you as it just optimizes the distance that he travels before, you know, backing off when you hit him. And you can't fire too early, otherwise the cannonball will miss. So Aljex is on phase 2, and this is probably the easiest phase. Alright, Aljex is in phase 3 now. Oh no, Tipdaddy took a hit. So, phase 3 is RNG. The first part of phase 3, it's always one missile. But that pattern, the 3 missiles all at once, that is the best pattern to get. Or actually, no, that's not the best pattern to get. The best pattern to get, he fires 3 sets of, right here. This is the best pattern to get. Alright. It's unfortunate that he got 2 patterns with the fast 3. But if you get that pattern, which you saw at the end there, if you get that pattern twice, I believe, 2 times in a row, then that's enough to kill Inept on that phase. I'm pretty sure, at least. Now they're going through roulette. Oh, Aljex is. Tipdaddy finishing Inept. Now Aljex is heading to oh no, he got the jellyfish. He's looking for the roulette wheels. And Tipdaddy did not get the butterfly booster. But I think he had a better fountain. Or not. Now he's going back. Oh, and Aljex messed up on the slot. So this is another strat that I kind of... I think I developed most of the strats on these slots. Not the big one, I don't think. I'm not sure what they're doing for the big one. But there's an order to this. And you have to be pretty fast, but you can't be too fast, otherwise you'll get the wrong pattern. In this middle slot, this one is pretty satisfying. You get two of these at the same time.
Yeah, what happened with Pine with that slot? Or it was either Pine or Tip in the last one, I can't remember. They tried to slam them both at the same time, and sometimes it just doesn't go off. Like that, like how that one was still going even though you pressed it.
Mm-hmm.
Or leaving for a bit, my computer is really acting up.
Oh no.
It's just being really slow.
Aljex.
Just making sure, Aljex's time is at like 31 minutes right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just want to make sure I wasn't behind. And for you, Tip is just now talking to Vendi?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Tip is talking to Vandy, and he's heading over to
okay, cool, yeah.
Casino.
I didn't know if mine was delaying because my thing was
yeah, and Casino Clerk is not capital B.
Yeah, I mean, you really think Capital B has a mustache and sunglasses?
Yeah. Alright. And now they're getting Reptile Rush, which is... This is the move to have for these longer runs, because it lets you move just so fast. And you're gonna see they're gonna use... I think they used it in the last run also.
Yeah, they used it in Rampagey.
Super Reptile Rush, which combines... is Tipdaddy's stream frozen?
Yeah, it just froze for me. Make sure. It says network error for me.
Yeah, Tipdaddy's stream is...
He was having internet problems earlier.
Yeah, he's been having some problems with his internet lately. Well, today, at least. But you'll see Aljex here do the Super Reptile Rush to skip the camel gate that blocks your way into Casino normally.
Basically, the lag stores some of the stuff.
Yeah, so when you do the...
Right now it shows him knocking over the books for me.
Oh no, Tipdaddy's stream has ads on it right now. Okay, so there's the death warp for from Aljex. And now he's heading over to the camel gate to do Super Reptile Rush. I don't know what they've been calling it, but that's the term that I coined to use.
Wait.
Oh no, he missed it.
Which thing are you talking about? Like a term for?
Super Reptile Rush.
Oh yeah. I mean, I don't know if we ever thought of an actual name. I know the only name I know we universally agree on
and
is
he's doing the backup strat now.
Yeah, the one. This is what you're doing with Flight.
Yeah, so he wasn't able to get that, but there's like a little hill on there, and if you jump on the hill, you have to just wait until Yooka is slightly above the ground before you pause. And once Yooka is off the ground, when you Reptile Rush, that's gonna give you like the most speed, and it'll push you straight past the gate before it closes. It looks like they're skipping the toxic pipe. And here's Tipdaddy doing another super rep rush into the...
Yeah, this was done in Pagey Rampagey as well.
Yeah.
I've seen those two. Is there any other ones in the run?
Super rep rush. I don't think they're doing monument anymore.
Yeah, I think they only. Well, I mean, maybe. I mean, they have to go back to tribal for Rampo, so maybe I don't know.
Oh no! Aljex got the slow slam.
Oh my god, that's
Sometimes-
the worst.
Yeah, sometimes when you slam on metal objects, it does that for whatever reason.
It's unfortunate because it's not like Impossible Lair where they actually want the slow slam, where it's just like I don't know if you saw the Overworld Tonics run earlier or not. But
No, I actually just woke up like
oh,
at 12.
dang, it's unfortunate. But yeah, it seems
Oh no, jellyfish. I hate those jellyfish so much.
the jellyfish are like. What's the jellyfish in both of the Yooka-Laylee games are some of the most annoying
Aljex
enemies.
is doing this puzzle, this hoop race a little slow. If you not tell twirl, but air attack through all of those, you can get it in before it hits 19 seconds, I think.
Yeah, and it's worth noting that page is actually possible with without using Buddy Bubble.
Oh yeah, you don't even need
Space
Buddy
Ball.
Bubble to do that pagey. You can swim fast enough to get through all the hoops,
Yeah,
but it's still like
slow.
slow. So
Yeah. So as you may have guessed, with them entering Moody Maze,
and now
Um,
Tipdaddy is moving into the death maze.
yeah, you may have guessed with Moody Maze. You know, you probably think you probably guess what boss is coming up if you know what boss is in this area. If you're talking about the out of bounds thing or the casino not giving you the pagey thing, then yes. Because I know they patched quite a few things with the casino a long time ago.
The casino bug. Yeah,
I don't know if they're
They-
talking about the out of bounds or if they're talking about how it sometimes doesn't give you the last pagey or something.
they fixed the bug where you could just go out of bounds with the helicopter.
Yeah, they fixed both of those things that I mentioned.
Oh. So here's the race with the thorn balls.
I thought it's called spiky ball.
Spiky ball race. I don't know, dude. Nobody knows what to call that.
I think we call it like spiky. Race.
Spiky-
With,
I think
it's race with spiky balls. I
I
think.
think my notes call it spiky ball race or something like that. And the
Yeah,
pumping
water race
plant,
with spiky balls. That's what it
the
was.
pumping plant is a. This is a fast puzzle, but it's very difficult to do fast, to do quick. But 107, that's not a bad time. I think
Yeah.
the fastest I've gotten was like 112 or something.
I know all the runs for the rest of the thing are PC, but something worth noting is because of the pause clipping, obviously we can get, for one, we can get the PG and the KG without doing. And to the right, we can clip and go straight to a place where another loading zone has another
And
PG.
there's the most difficult pagey, the
Yeah.
tree pagey.
See, I feel like they didn't expect people to come back with flight or something, or maybe they wanted it to be a reward for getting far. I don't know.
And now is the dreaded, what used to be the dreaded Thorns pagey.
Thorns, yeah, Thorns used. Before we had like a good setup, it was because I think it's because there's a backup now. That's why it's better, right?
Yeah, the backup is definitely easier.
I think we used an out of
Tipdaddy's
bounds
having
that was farther away, right?
Yeah, Daddy's having some trouble getting into it. Excuse me. There he is.
Yep, so now this was shown in PG Rampage is going to be done again, except there'll be things after the Thorn PG in this run.
Right. This is not where the run ends. In fact, this is only about halfway.
Yeah. So
the
it's
run.
worth noting that is normally needed. Normally you need to have.
And he's at one butterfly. He's trying his hardest not to fall into the acid or into the sludge.
Yeah, and there isn't there a damage boost that's faster in this fight.
Yes.
So he's
If
probably gonna
you-
wanna try to-
Yeah, so he's gonna try to fill up on butterflies on HP.
He's filling it on HP as much as he. I mean, you can get some in
Yeah,
that area too.
if you have at least 6, you can do all the damage boosts with Trev without needing to get butterflies, I think. Wait, no, you need to get like one butterfly at
Yeah,
least.
because he does 2 damage.
Yeah. And there's 3 damage boosts that you can do to. I mean, the last one doesn't really speed it up, but it just makes it a little bit easier.
Aljex got Thorn Pagey and one on a Pagey Rampage. I didn't realize that all bosses goes on a Pagey Rampage at the same time. Kind of crazy. I didn't even notice that.
Let's see if Aljex is.
So for anyone wondering on the Pagey count, it's 50.
Looks like Aljex is gonna. Oh no, he missed the butterfly. So their Tipdaddy tanked a hit from the tentacle, and that just makes that phase or that cycle go a little bit faster.
Yeah. Otherwise,
Now
it would
this
chase you around for a while.
Now we can actually hear the music with Aljex's audio.
I'm actually listening to Tip's stream just because that way I'll know if it disconnects again, if the sound suddenly stops. That way, like if I'm looking at Aljex's, I'll know immediately.
Yeah, I think Hedwig has Aljex's audio on stream.
So this is a pretty close race, both fighting the same boss. I mean, this is a somewhat lengthy boss. Not the longest boss fight, but the fight's
It's about a 3-minute.
3 minutes.
I want to say it's about a 3-minute boss fight.
Yeah, they're gonna
Which
want to
is-
save and quit as soon as they get.
Yeah, as soon as they get the Pagey, they save and quit.
And it's worth noting, the next 2 bosses that they'll fight, both we really cheese them hard. Like, that's fair enough, Hedwig. But, yeah, this fight isn't too bad, just try not to take dumb hits. Because really, it's not bad. It's just the only difficult part about the fight is that he goes to health.
Oh no. Okay. Aljex cannot take a hit. He's out of butterflies. And Tipdaddy is going on to shipwreck. think they have our audio on, so like, or like they can hear us, right?
Tip and Aljex, maybe, I don't know. Maybe they're listening to everything we say about them.
Yeah, it's like they're like not expecting to know like where each other are, and we're just like, oh, and Tipdaddy is over here. He's ahead.
Dad, if you can hear us.
Dab if you can hear us. Okay, so Aljex is done with Trev. Oh, and Tipdaddy does not get. Oh, he did. He got the fast
He got the
blasto
quick one,
strat.
Yeah, I still remember the clip I have where I found that. I was just like, ooh, that is a cool strat, as like my friend was
Yeah,
explaining
that-
something, I don't know.
Yeah, that saves like
A few seconds,
what?
like 6
Yeah,
or so.
like 2 or 3.
Yeah, probably not 6. It's only
know.
6 if you're deciding to go the other way.
Yeah.
Like if you save and quit on it, in
Tipdaddy ahead by 40.
Yeah, I know. He's on pretty good pace. He might get world record.
Yeah, world record of 0-0-0.
Alright,
Oh, no.
unfortunately missed the rush. Yeah, and the thing is, you want to take a jump from there, because otherwise, if you're up against the glass, it'll just push you off. That's
Yeah.
one way to get a PG. Run into the fire.
Oh, and Aljex gets the fast blast though.
So for anyone wondering, every world, I think, except for Moody Maze and Casino, have to be expanded for this. So the first 2 worlds and Galleon have to be expanded to get to the bosses.
And Tipdaddy is back in the tribal stack for the expanded world.
Shout out to Platonic for letting us skip cutscenes.
Yeah.
Oh, did you
He's
ever?
gonna...
Well, I mean, I don't know if it's in this route, but I know it's in some route of something. Did you hear about the planker lag jump strat?
Planker lag jump. Oh, yeah, they didn't do that strat in this route. I thought they
Yeah.
were, because if they do that, you can skip nimble. And
I
do
think the reason
nimble
I think the
race.
reason they didn't do that is they know they could fly to get it later, and
Well-
that's like a lot faster.
Well, I don't know, because they seemed pretty set on the idea that doing nimble later on was faster. Because
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
later on, you have reptile rush.
I think it's easier to control with just roll. Like if you for collecting quills, like you might go past them with reptile rush. So I think they did this for safety partially.
Yeah, maybe.
Ooh,
Yeah,
almost didn't.
Tipdaddy starting Rampo.
Yeah,
Is the hardest boss in the game.
it's the hardest fight if you don't have flight.
Oh yeah. If you don't have
If
flight,
you don't have flight, it's kind of awkward because you got to stop on the ramp in the roll form.
yeah. Now that you think, say it, like the fight is actually not that easy. Like if you don't have light or butterfly boosters, because
You could say that about the next boss too, but that's not in a casual sense. That's in a speedrun sense. It's easier with
yeah.
flight.
the next boss is oh
Yeah, the next boss, it's gonna try to do a lot to stop us.
Wait, we got some information from Hedwig. We timed. I proved them wrong with Nimble. Getting Planker early loses more than Nimble saved. Okay. And I'm assuming it's Well, I guess it's just because the lag strats don't. It just takes a little bit.
Ooh,
More
Aljex
time.
has to wait for energy to get up to Rambo. It's unfortunate. But they're going up real high. Good, there are a lot of quick pages in this general area. So this is Blastui. I really like the name they put for that character. This is Blasto and Blastui. Great.
Mm-hmm.
So they're doing a quick glide, like just tapping glides, so that they can fall quickly and without taking fall damage.
Yeah, it's like fluttering, right? Like they fluttered down.
Yeah. And hey, it's time for Cardos again. Although this time, wait, or not? Are they not doing Cardos?
Oh no, Tipdaddy! He was trying the fast strat.
Wait, so do they do Cardos in the route or no? They know it's in the
Um,
100 pages.
Yes or no? I don't know. They might have changed
Because
the
he
route
talked
to
to
not do
he talked to
Cardos.
Cardos and then he just walked away.
Did he talk to Cardos?
He was by Cardos, he
Oh,
talked to it, and then walked
wasn't
away,
paying
and then.
attention. Alright,
Alright, so this one is like literally just get the water and fly up and
yeah.
do that.
And then they finish off the run with another strat that actually it was something that I sort of found because there was somebody that posted an out of bounds trick here.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, I wonder if you can fly under the level to skip the cutscenes for this pagey, and it actually worked.
And not need Buddy Bubble.
Yeah, and you don't even need Buddy Bubble because
you're just on the ground and it treats like you're on the ground.
because when there's this weird glitch with the game when you enter water from out of bounds, the water doesn't render and there's no like underwater physics.
Yeah, and it's really strange, but okay, now that they got that, they're gonna return to hub.
Yeah.
They're gonna make a race for Glitter Glaze. But I guess they don't do Monument.
No, they're not doing Monument. So they're not doing Cardos anymore. I don't remember, was I doing Cardos when I did the run?
I don't know. All I know is Cardos 1 and Cardos 2 aren't too bad, but all the other ones are pretty slow. But obviously you have to do Cardos 4 in all bosses.
And now Arcade Pagey,
Oh yeah.
Tipdaddy. So the Arcade Pagey...
That's a really easy one to forget. So it's good
Yeah,
that-
it's always been really awkward, the Arcade Pagey, because it's like...
It's just out of the way, but not that
yeah,
much.
It's so out of the way, but it's like
But it's
one of
also
the
not.
fastest pages that you can get.
Yeah. It's out of the way, but it takes no effort to get it. So
Yeah.
like as long as you remember to go there, it's nothing to say. Wow, that was actually some good winging it. He fell in the water, went up the flight, ran out of stamina almost.
Now
and then...
we're going into my favorite area. The Glitter Glaze Isometric Palace.
Yeah. Gotta love that pun they made.
Oh.
Yeah, but routing stuff was always fun in this game because you would find a minor like organization in getting a pagey, and you'd be like, okay, we got to route this in, route this out, and it's changed quite a bit for a lot of routes. Like I'm pretty sure any percent at one point had Clara in it, like in tribal stack.
Any percent.
And that was before speeding it up. Because any percent.
But that was when you still needed like 15 pages.
Yeah, you needed like 15 because you needed to enter Glitter Glaze to get a Buddy Bubble because there was no early waterworks.
Sonar crystals.
Yeah, it was old when you needed Flight and when you thought you needed Buddy Bubble and Camo Cloak.
Oh, the snowman.
Damn, Snowman mad. Yeah, so what's interesting about the area they're going to be going into soon, the isometric palace. Also worth noting.
He flew. I think he flew too early.
Yeah.
Oh, and he missed the. Oh no.
You
Oh
need
no.
to back this up.
There it is. There we go.
Yeah, so I mean, like, it's worth noting in Pagey and Pagey, I think they did that without Flight.
Are they skipping Gloomy Gem now?
I think so. I mean, there's an out of bounds in there for anyone wondering, but it's also a loading zone and can be time consuming. So
Yeah, there's like a few seconds where you don't have control. Because
I find it interesting that this is the route that people probably put the most effort into routing. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm sure there was a lot of people like in rerouting, I mean, because like I'm sure there was a lot of effort put into 100% 100 pages and stuff, but literally there's been like so much talk about, oh, we should reroute this or we should reroute that.
Yeah, ever since Canelo came along and showed us the magic of lag strats.
Yeah, it just opened up a whole new world for this game on PC. So, I mean, I definitely want to thank.
There's the Frozen Pagey.
I want to thank, show some appreciation for some of the people in the community that have done a lot of hard work. There's Durko, who has started work on the auto splitter and did some for a while. There's Captain Brian, who was able to get the lag removal, and yeah, there was also who was it? I don't know.
Well, Carter Freak did a lot of work
Yeah,
on.
there were a lot of routers and yeah, so, and then also kind of low, obviously, for finding tricks and stuff.
Seraphim did a lot of work on 100 pages.
Yeah, and
I think that's the next run that everybody's gonna sort of like start looking at.
And for anyone wondering, there was also Wraith did a run at GDQ years back, so that was fun to watch. And there were a couple of ESA runs too. Yeah, I'm really hoping it gets into the Corona relief thing. Both Hedwig and I submitted, so they'll probably pick Hedwig instead of me, since he has the better time. Unless, I don't know what Hedwig put for the availability, but I'm saying if they pick someone, they probably pick that. Oh, we also submitted 24Bs, nice.
Okay, and now they're going... Tipdaddy's going into the Icy Palace.
Yeah, what I was gonna say is the isometric palace. The interesting thing is, the rooms were made by backers and stuff. I thought that was really cool. So this part, what he's gonna do is he's gonna hit the switch and then just try to get as many as he can with the sonar shot ability while just dropping down since the water's already there. So he's gonna like glide. And
Yeah.
this
room, the sonar puzzle is pretty. I don't like it.
Yeah, it can be rough for time loss if you miss, like if you fall down too quick or something.
Oh, and they're going to get Tubsy?
Yeah, because now the dialogue's a lot faster. I mean, I know it seems out of the way, but like, literally, it's just to make bubbles get out.
I know, but I remember I routed this out in favor of Gloomy Gem because
I think this
I
would be
don't know,
better
maybe.
than Gloomy Gem because yeah, it's a few loading things, but like look how fast that like I don't know. I think it's fast. There's always questionable routing.
yeah, I don't know. 'Cause I feel like we had that debate a long time ago, and we just determined that Tubbs was much slower than other pages.
Yeah, and fun
route.
fact, there is a strat for that gate that Tip just opened. We can come from the other side and open it, but we don't know the consistent way to do it. And
Yeah,
on console, there's a consistent way, but console's completely different run. So
yeah, that would be Icy Gate Skip, and if anybody can figure out how to do it from the opposite direction in a very consistent way, and that's fast,
yeah,
then I think we could save some time.
yeah. Then you wouldn't have to do the water room, and Chip would be really happy for that.
I think, I don't know, because there might be some backtracking though with that, but I don't know.
Also, Edwin said Tubbs is about 4 seconds faster than Grimmy. Okay, so what's interesting here, you're supposed to do like a little like hoop, go through the hoops thing, but you could just air attack that and then grab that and skip it. It's funny because I think all of the races like that are skippable in this palace. So coming up shortly is this fight right here, but he's just gonna. This is supposed to be a reward for getting the event to go up, but you could just fly up to it. Gonna talk to Bernie, who is having trouble with the running. So you know you gotta.
And now Tipdaddy is on Breeze, and we're gonna see a game-changing glitch.
Yeah. So this trick, if you mess it up, it's really annoying because you have to either save and quit or return to hub. But let's see how he does. There, that was actually really fast.
Yeah.
The question is if he's moving, because the thing is, moving is technically could be optimal if you have the lanterns lit, but it's much
also hard
harder.
to-
Yeah.
it's hard to
By the
keep
time
up.
he gets smaller. So like, let's hope that he's.
Oh, he's moving, but yeah, we'll see if Aljex gets it.
So I believe you can get this in 3 scorch berries.
I'm not too sure,
I think it's 3, but it's like very tight.
but it is annoying because the pattern that Breeze moves, well, it's when you do the out of bounds, it fixes him, so like he does the same pattern if he does move, or he just doesn't move at all, and that's what you want, is for Breeze to not be moving, because
Yeah. Hopefully with Aljex we might be able to see if he's not moving. He would just
Yeah,
probably be. Usually he's in the center when that happens, but it could happen differently.
it can happen at any point. It's just I think what it is, if you're far enough away from Breeze, his model just kind of stops.
And as soon as he gets the page, it's gonna be another case of saving quick because he got the area
Yeah.
past that already.
There it is.
He doesn't have to watch the cutscene of it opening yet.
No, Aljex
So-
is.
I believe Tip has one more pagey to get before entering Galleon. I think it's the wind tunnel. Because unless they do slide, I don't know. But point is, they need 27 to enter and expand Galleon.
Yeah. And
So-
you do. We expand and enter at the same time.
Yeah.
Well, not
Theoretically,
at the same time,
theoretically you could get the lighthouse, then saving quit, and then expand after that. But you know.
Yeah, we used to do that strat.
Yeah.
But we found that it was just faster not entering in.
Yeah. Because the thing is, you have to do the lighthouse, but you don't have to grab the pagey. So.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see how it goes for Aljex.
So he did not get the stationary.
Yeah, he was farther left, so I thought for a second he was gonna be stationary, but unfortunately no.
I think one of the better indicators is if either the music stops or if the level disappears. I mean, you don't want it to disappear because you can't see, and you might miss the load trigger in the
Yeah.
next room. But
Yeah, so I mean, one thing worth noting is the reason they didn't roll across those pipes is probably because like if you fall down, it'll kind of reset and you have to do that trick again. So it'd just be kind of unfortunate. So Tip's waiting here because it has to expand. So we're getting pretty deep into the run. All Tip has to do at this point is he has to get access to the ship and defeat Planet, and then head to the capital B after doing the quiz. So
when Breeze is moving that fast, it's pretty hard to hit him.
yeah, and if you get too close, he can hit you still. So there's another expansion cutscene. So this is the world they built around Flight, where all the other worlds like aren't really built around Flight. I mean, I guess Casino kinda is because of the helicopter.
Yeah.
But like, as you saw in this run, the three worlds.
The
we
other
were
thing
able to get
too is like
weapons.
nobody likes Galleon. At least
Yeah,
no speedrunner.
no
likes
speedrunner
Galleon.
because it takes so long. There's the boat race and 100% that's super long. There's the Rextro auto scroller. It's like Flappy Bird kinda.
It's like a hardcore Flappy Bird.
Yeah. Oh, that was unfortunate. Well, I guess it doesn't matter much. Finding that is Bay? No. Let's find a way to skip her. Please. I'm pretty sure we could put a bounty on Planet Skip, get a way to get her considered defeated
I
without...
wish that we could skip the lighthouse to fight Planet, but that's I don't think we can.
I mean, you would have to be in the ship to activate it. What I've noticed is you can get
Yeah.
out of bounds of the fight when like by getting out of the ship form, but I'm not sure. Like that was the closest I had to a lead.
Daddy
talked
talked to Dr. Puzz twice.
Well, I figured in case they don't see him in bingo, they should talk once more for the Yooka-Thon.
Oh, that's right, the bingos. I only saw like one bingo, and that was pretty interesting.
Yeah, I think there are a lot of viewers here that probably don't know what the bingo is, so I hope you all stay tuned to find out what it's like. But yeah, now Aljex is entering Galleon, and Tip's on his way to Planet. So I want to say like maybe like a minute or two lead, something like that.
Yeah. Be back.
The thing is that another thing is that this ship moves so slow. It's annoying.
Yeah. So Tipdaddy had the world record for all bosses for like a year or something. I don't remember how long he had it. And then I had it for up until 20 days ago apparently. For about a year. And now Hedwig has it.
The question is, are you gonna come back when you have time? If you have time.
I think I will, but
Yeah.
we'll see how soon that will be.
Yeah. The struggle of student life.
But one thing that I knew for sure, at least at the time when I was doing runs, 111, somewhere around 111 was my sum of best, and it was perfectly possible to do 111. My run had a ton of mistakes.
Do you think it's possible to sub 110 at this point?
I don't know if sub 110, but I think sub 111 might be possible with I don't know actually. It's hard to say because it looks like they backtracked on some of their strats that they were doing, like the nimble skip.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Hedwig says 109.35 gold. Wow. I think Aljex is popping off because he's seeing that Tip might die to Planet and he might have it.
Yeah, Tip's it's a Monka S right now.
Tip W.
Oh. Ready to RNGs is here.
So normally at the end of this fight you want to do a damage boost. Obviously Tip can't do that at this point.
Yeah. If you do this fight well enough, you can just tank all of the hits on the last phase.
Yeah, I think you only need like 4 or 3 health, 3 or 4. I don't know.
Yeah,
I know 4 works for sure.
It'd only be like 3 hits, but
I think it's 4 hits here. Let's see. Ooh, that was close.
oh no! Oh. So Aljex
I think that
is now
puts
in
it
the
all
lead.
Yeah, because just barely actually. This is actually a close race now.
Aljex is in the lead.
Oh, did you see that Tip got hit from a projectile from a fight when respawning? Because this fight is just so dumb. So dumb sometimes.
Yeah, this is one of the most RNG heavy fights. Actually, it is the most RNG heavy fight, I would say.
Yeah, because the order they do stuff is different. The way
Yeah,
the fire is
each phase, like each phase, so like I think it can start either with these meteors or it can start with the ice.
Or the fire.
In the first phase, and then in the second phase you can start with any of the 3.
I'm pretty sure any of the 3 can start at the beginning. I'm pretty sure I've started with the
Is
fire
it?
before. I think so.
I don't remember. Been so long.
Yeah.
But not only
Oh my god, these dialogues are like the same time.
not only are the elements randomized, but also the pattern that they fire at.
You also can get
randomized.
kind of stun locked. Like that on Tip's stream.
Yeah, you can get stun locked if you're in the right position.
Imagine if one of them
Oh.
finishes like 3 seconds
Oh no!
faster.
Aljex.
Why? He's like, why is that not hitting?
no.
Did it glitch?
I think this is a glitch, yeah.
I've had that happen too. It's definitely a glitch. He just has to die. He doesn't realize that.
Yeah.
He has to die.
That's happened to me before, but it's so
It's
so
a
rare.
very rare occasion, so very unfortunate. Aljex is still shook
So
from that.
Tipdaddy is now in the lead.
So I'm pretty sure if we found a planet skip, I'm pretty sure the community would be able to be willing to like cough up some money or something. Now we used to not require it to get to page G, but we're like that's kind of the flag for defeating it, so now we require it
Yeah.
in 2 seconds.
Yeah, in my run I didn't have that, but it was like 2 seconds. So they didn't remove my run.
Yeah. So now, it's gonna be another way out of bounds that you'll actually, aside from flight, you'll see it like this general area. Well, actually, you might see this general area if Hedwig doesn't get, if it does get rolled or something.
Hey, I did say like I didn't need to be a mod.
Well, I mean, although you don't put too much time now, you put a lot of time into the game, at least in the past, and been to a lot of streams, so I think that counts for a lot.
So Tipdaddy starting quiz 3.
Yeah. See how many picture questions there are. Yeah? Okay. I'm gonna have to be going in like 15-20 minutes, but the run should be done by then,
Yeah.
hopefully.
The run will be over.
Yeah. It's looking to definitely be underestimate, at least. Unless
What was the estimate?
Aljex, an hour and a half, I think.
Hour and a half, yeah.
Which I think the only way that would happen is if one of them dies to like capital D or Planet a bunch. I feel type 1 if you feel bad for Aljex, because I feel like Aljex
Oh, you
lost
can
his chance.
if you. Oh no, Aljex! No.
Oh.
That puts him like what, like 7 minutes behind Tipdaddy now.
I don't know if it's 7 minutes. I think it's like 5.
The fight is 3.5 minutes.
How long is EDS? Like a minute?
Oh yeah, EDS.
And then the quiz is like, I don't know, a minute
So
and a half.
yeah, he might be more like 10 minutes behind.
No, I think so. 3.5 minute fight with minute and a half quiz. So that's
All right, because they both did.
that's 5 minutes. And the
Twice.
1 minute EDS, that's like 6 minutes behind. But since
Yeah.
he's already started in capital B, it's probably like 7 minutes.
I remember.
This is the main reason I don't like the category. Is Planet's just such a tedious fight. I mean, it's not even necessarily the difficulty. It's just...
I never really had a lot of problems with Planet.
It's not necessarily that they're difficult. It's that things
The-
can.
I think most of my runs ended on inept. And then once we started doing the Thorns Pagey, that started being the main thing.
The main cause of the.
But now,
run killing.
but now they have the backup strat for that. Just don't get hit, forehead.
Man, so
Yeah,
I know you
remember-
guys have seen Capital B fight quite a few times now. So it's not too much different. I mean, I'm trying to think if there's anything. They don't have sonar explosions, so nothing's
No,
really different.
we used to get sonar explosion in all bosses, but
So this fight is more or less the same. The only move you have in that you wouldn't have with flight, I think, is sonar shot and reptile rush, and those aren't really useful in this fight. So the fight's just pretty much similar to Pine's thing.
well,
You're like, oh well.
so unless Tipdaddy dies in capital B, it looks like he's gonna.
Yeah, death is the only thing that can pretty much bring it back. Is to hope that Aljex to hope that Tip messes up bad or something.
Yeah, if Tip dies,
I think if he died here, he'd still have it in the bag. But if he died on missile face, it'd be a little questionable.
yeah, I don't know.
Because I'm wondering if he'll even be in the Capital B fight by the time Tip's done. 'Cause missiles
Maybe.
are about a minute and a half, and so is the quiz. There's two. Sometimes Capital B just takes forever to shoot another one out.
Yeah, I remember back when I was trying to get sub 120. Me and Tipdaddy tried for such a long time.
Alright, so I'm gonna keep track of like when he gets the final hit. So he has 2 hits right now. Might be, it's probably gonna be sub 124.
And he did not get the
No, he got a double hit earlier.
Oh.
He's shooting out 3.
Okay, so he's on the last. You gotta fly in the other direction. Trying to ride the missile.
That's what I tried to do in my run for the last hit. You could actually also slam him for the last
Yeah,
hit.
you can just slam.
His
There it
last
is.
hit is just,
That was something.
123.57.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
So that's pretty good. I don't know. Isn't real time world record like a 117?
1/7 real time.
Yeah.
17:21 was mine. 1:17:24 is Hedwig.
Yeah, so real time world record, that was like 7.5 minutes off, I guess. Which, you know, for a marathon run, that's not bad. And I think Aljex might be able to also be underestimate going into phase 2.
Yeah, he's already in phase 2, so.
Dang, I should have said time really loud like how everyone else does it in marathons to make sure Hedwig clicks the time button. So this was a good run, huh?
Oh,
Oh, really? Did you not know?
Yeah, no, I
should have
was
been paying attention.
I was gone for like 3 minutes or so, and I thought, no, he's not gonna finish within 3 minutes. But then he did.
That was kind of funny though. Yeah, so I think that's, aside from bingo, the biggest like variety of Yuka we'll see, because we saw all of the worlds. Like in the first Yuka, I mean.
Yeah.
The next potential longest would be the bingo, which I think this is probably going to be the longest like standard Yooka-Laylee run of the marathon for this year.
Yeah, it is.
I definitely think if like Platonic seemed on board with it, I think we should do this again next year if we can.
Yes.
'Cause this is a lot of fun already.
I
It
think
has-
a lot of fun as well.
It has some stress elements to it, but you know, it's fun.
Yeah, in the end, putting all the scenes together and stuff took me way longer than I expected, and so some of the tech in between runs is also quite a bit more complicated to handle properly than I
And
imagined.
Tipdaddy is speeding through all of the credits.
Oh, he's gonna try to show his name. Oh no, is he
He's
gonna
speed
leak us?
running he's speed running the credits.
Can he
Nice.
finish the credits before Aljex finishes the game?
I'm not too sure about that actually.
I'm wondering how
That'd
long
take
it takes
long.
to speed up the whole
There
thing.
are
I think it's
they-
12
there's
minutes or so.
Much.
Oh, really?
There's so many names.
Look, he's still an A.
Still in the A's.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I timed it before. It was definitely over 10 minutes, I'm pretty sure.
When I first beat the game, I watched the credits in all their glory, just straight through.
It's like watching paint dry. Watching
I-
the whole thing while it's speeding up.
You know what? I love to watch credits.
Oh wow.
Every time I go to the movies, I stay
I
and watch
stay
the
too,
credits.
yeah.
I mean, I stay for the credits, as like lately a lot of movies are adding stuff post credits, but. And
I
I
stay
guess
for
it's
the-
also
yeah.
it can also be considered as a sign of respect, even though obviously.
Yeah, that's the reason I do it. Is I feel like I'm like I'm letting
That's a
people
totally
get the
different
rec-
reason why I do it. I just do it to point out funny names.
I look at the credits because like I'm like they deserve recognition for what they did. Unless it's shit, then I'm walking away.
You are the ultimate judge on if it's a good or a bad.
I mean, not really, because I rarely hate movies. I
Okay.
didn't know the B movie was bad until like I got on the internet.
I
Like, when I was a kid, I was like, "That's a good movie."
I remember the B movie. I don't think I really liked it all that much.
Yeah, it wasn't a good movie, but I was a kid when I saw it. I think. 'Cause how old is that movie?
I think
10
I was in
years?
high school when it came out. Actually, I don't know.
It
When
did
did
not
it come
come. I
out?
know it's not 20 years, because it's probably 15 at the most. Because
Okay, 129. That's sub 130 at least.
All right. Well, I mean, that's 5 minute. That was like around 5 minute difference.
Alright. GG guys.
With two deaths on planet. So GG.
Hello.
GG.
Hello, guys. Hi.
That was that was
I
as
ever-
good as you could have done.
I'm so incredibly upset that I got 2 soft locks in one run.
That was
Wait,
was
what was the other one?
unfortunate.
Will I ever hear you
that Planet
explaining
one,
Planet
oh,
was
man.
free again?
I don't want to talk about it.
I know you got a planet. I know you got a planet soft lock. What was
What?
the other one?
Entering glitter, I couldn't. Like my
Oh yeah,
camera
he
got
hit
locked on
he pulled the button to
Oh,
it.
yeah. If you press the button to it, that happens.
Yeah, Tip was literally telling me about it too, and I'm like, oh well, it won't happen to me.
He told me like, I told you it was coming.
I told you not to do. I told you not to hold Y.
Yeah. Because it never happens to me in bingos, so I don't know. But
Oh, yeah.
don't tell me
It,
that's gonna
it,
happen.
it
to you
happens.
again,
It happens
Bingo.
to all of us once at least.
Yeah, for sure.
Happened to me,
It comes
like,
when you
10
least
times.
expect it.
yeah, and then during that second planet, I was frustrated, and I accidentally dropped my controller, like right when I was starting it. And, oh my god.
So I just want to
Man.
say, Hedwig, after you do your 90%, make sure to switch the game back to Impossible Lair for the next few things.
I will.
Because
Oh, is it
the
8% next?
reason I say that is I actually have to eat food right now. I got pizza here, so thanks for letting me commentate, Chip.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm not in
And
charge
good run,
of
guys.
commentating.
Well, I know, but like Hedwig stepped out, so I was like, I don't know if Chip would I don't know if like you wanted to be alone on that, or if
yeah,
you like.
yeah. No,
preferred-
I mean, definitely the help was needed because I was like struggling to watch the streams and also look at chat.
Was it that bad?
I mean, that's the only reason I'm wondering about what's gonna
We had-
happen with
We
the
had
90% with
had
flight race,
questions in
because
chat.
Tip's gonna have to look at 4 runs at once.
Oh, it's gonna be fun. I mean, Chip, if you want to hang out, you're more than welcome to.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'll stick around. But I might have to drop in and out.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I'll do my best to have all 4 of them, and whew,
So
pass them in the R's. I'm almost at the T's. I want my name to be on screen.
I'll probably watch the 90% run muted because I'm gonna be at dinner or whatever. I don't wanna-
Yeah, see you
So-
later. See you later in the marathon then.
Yep. Have a good one. Good luck. Get that spinny boy.
Thank you.
Spinny boy.
Oh God.
So I'm changing to the intermission now.
No, my name is almost on the screen.
Ha 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 ha.
We're at the T's.
I get to go
Still,
remember the
still in the
PG
backers.
route.
It's not even the.
I think
Not
the
even
backers is
dev
the
team.
last thing that it does.
So
I thought it started.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. It is the last thing.
I had to rescue a timer tip. What did you do
Yeah,
there?
thank you. I so all the other ones I had split like auto splitters. So I was like, oh, go to split,
Oh,
and then
no.
and then that ended the real time one, obviously.
Oh yeah, I can see that
I
happening.
even mentioned that, I think. I said at the beginning, like, oh, I'm just gonna skip you because it'll end my timer. And then 10 seconds later, Tip said, I just ended my timer. Oh no.
Oh hey, we both did it to each other then. Funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys did a
I
great
see my
job though. It
name.
was very entertaining.
It was a lot of fun. But it was unfortunate stuff happened.
I mean, it's
Um,
definitely a category that's very fun to watch.
Yes.
I gotta say.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. All right, I'm gonna stop streaming.
I mean, there's cooler categories to play, but
I like it.
It's cool. I mean, I guess I got to peace with the category.
Yeah, you got the record. Hedwig's just like, give me the recce and then I'll get out.
Yeah, I'm a little upset with the soft lock. But
Yeah, I can
It-
see.
I was screaming. I don't know if you saw my cam, but I was.
Yeah, he was like, what?
I'm
What?
watching.
All right, we'll get out of your hair so you can do any percent.
Alrighty.
Later, fellas.
See you
Boy.
guys later in the event.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
in like 20 minutes.
Oh wait, any system's actually already supposed to run. Lol.
Oh,
But it's fine.
yeah.
It's fine. We have the setup time. Setup time is good.
Yeah.